Arnold Schwarzenegger Lifetime Achievement Award is presented each year to an individual that exemplifies the meaning of the words health and fitness. For the past 9 years, the award has been a representation of commitment, innovation, endurance, and motivation. Past recipients of this prestigious award have been Joe Weider, Corey Everson, Reg Park, Jim Lorimer, Bill Pearl, Frank Zane, Jack LaLanne, Lee Haney, and Ben Weider. This year's award goes to an individual who has committed himself to a lifetime of physical and mental conditioning and has motivated thousands to make improvements for themselves through health and fitness. This year's Arnold Schwarzenegger Lifetime Achievement Award recipient is a champion in boxing, powerlifting, and bodybuilding. He is also an accomplished businessman, actor, author, and doctor of chiropractic. This year's award winner, Franco Columbu, pursued the American dream and exemplifies the meaning of the words health and fitness. Arnold Schwarzenegger first met Franco Columbu in Stuttgart, Germany in 1965. They were both competing in the European Bodybuilding Championship. Arnold as a bodybuilder and Franco as a powerlifter. Arnold was then called the Austrian Oak, while Franco was known as the Sardinian Samson. The two immediately became lifelong friends. While training together at the same gym, Arnold won his first Mr. Universe title. Franco congratulated his friend and surprised him by announcing, "Arnold, I want to do the same thing. I want to become Mr. Universe." Although extremely strong, Franco did not necessarily have the genetic potential to become a champion bodybuilder. But that certainly did not stop him. Within 3 years, in 1970, Franco captured the Mr. Universe title. Franco's approach was not limited to training his body. He used all the resources of his mind as well. Franco learned about diet, nutrition, and vitamin mineral supplements long before it was common practice. He studied the way his body responded to all kinds of different training programs. Franco's quest for the championship led him on a quest for knowledge. By the early 70s, Franco had moved to the United States and was studying nutrition, physiology, and kinesiology, all the while continuing to compete as a bodybuilder. In 1976, Franco found his life calling and became a doctor of chiropractic. Dr. Columbu was flooded with patients, bodybuilders, and athletes looking for help with diet and nutrition. He understood how to heal muscle pulls, strains, and sprains associated with training injuries. The Columbu Chiropractic Center grew, and so did Franco's reputation as an expert. He began authoring dozens of books on health and fitness and traveling the world lecturing and giving seminars. Franco is a world champion powerlifter. He has broken world records in powerlifting and weightlifting. He has won the titles of Mr. Italy, Mr. Europe, Mr. International, Mr. World, Mr. Universe, and he twice won the Mr. Olympia title. As one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, Franco has had his share of celebrity, from spreads in Playgirl to appearances in advertisements and on television, and starring in major motion pictures. Franco has often shared the screen with his close friend Arnold. Franco Columbu's story is that of the American dream, an Italian-speaking immigrant from Sardinia who not only became a champion bodybuilder, but a world-renowned expert in fitness, nutrition, and medicine. Dr. Columbu serves on the California Board of Chiropractic Examiners, which regulates the profession in that state. Franco Columbu's representation of commitment, innovation, endurance, and motivation truly inspires us all. We congratulate Franco Columbu on winning the 2009 Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic Lifetime Achievement Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage this year's Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Dr. Franco Columbu and Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, it's such a great pleasure to every year to hand out this Lifetime Achievement Award, and of course we always give it to great people, as you have seen on this footage. But let me tell you, it's a great honor for me to give it to my very dear friend Franco Columbu, because let me tell you something, this man has had such a tremendous impact, not only on the bodybuilding sport by winning 2 Mr. Olympia competitions, 3 Mr. Universe titles, and being one of the strongest bodybuilders of all times, but also on top of it, he gave hope to a lot of people in that height category, because he has shown they've called Franco the giant killer, because it didn't matter how tall you were or how big you were, Franco would destroy you on stage. It's that simple. So he was really great for that, but also I think that Franco deserves this award because not only was he a great bodybuilding champion, but also what he did with his life. If you think about someone that was a sheep herder in Sardinia at the age of 13, and then come over here to the United States and become one of the greatest bodybuilders of all times, one of the strongest bodybuilders, and then go into chiropractic and treating thousands and thousands and thousands of patients. The man that has not only been thinking about himself, but how he can be also service to the people and treating so many patients. So he has been an extraordinary human being with a wonderful family and has made great money and is a dedicated guy, and of course my best friend. So please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Dr. Franco Columbu.
Okay. I have to thank many people for making it possible for me to be here. And you know, what amazes me is if I think back, it really makes me feel old. First time I was here was in 1970 in the first competition that Jim Loriman organized here. I didn't even know where I was going. We competed in Mr. Universe in London, Saturday. We flew to New York immediately, and Jim Lorimer got a private jet to bring us from New York to Columbus, Ohio. I had no idea where we were going. And then this is now almost 39 years ago. And there's nobody else we can thank much more for this competition and for everything, for us being here, having the auditorium full, and then developing into bringing here all the other sports. And obviously nothing will have happened without Jim Lorimer. He's over there. Stand up, Jim, please. Jim loves this. He loves the sport. He lives for this. All year he works around and he comes to Los Angeles and he only talks about Columbus, Ohio and the show. And he paired with Arnold to organize this competition, and no way that can be done better than that by having the two best people who love bodybuilding so much. And obviously Arnold loves Columbus, Ohio. He won all the Mr. Olympias, most of them here. And very good, Arnold. I want to thank you for getting me involved in these things. But I could stay all night and tell you stories after stories. Actually, you know, this came so fast here because I was preparing a box outside to put it here and be taller than Arnold. Because I almost feel like, you know, that Arnold didn't shrink much, but I feel like he's shrinking like the California budget. And every time I bring the California budget, he tries to shut me up. He says, talk about something else, you know? But we had so much fun in the past competitions in Columbus, Ohio. Then when I competed in 1975 with Arnold here, in South Africa. Then I came in 76 here, was my first overall Mr. Olympia. and then I had an injury. I couldn't compete for a few years, but then I came back in 1981. And it was one of the greatest things for me. I was so nervous that now when I go and walk around in this area, I feel like I've been competing tonight. I was sweating and tense, and then the other bodybuilders come with the arm like this, and I say, I'm glad I'm not competing tonight. So I want to thank all of you. Here is the greatest audience. Thank you very much, and I see you again.